Alright, so we got G4, G5 game. Thanks all for sticking around through that little extra wait there. Great. And we are off. And running or jogging or something. Hey, Princess Titania. Sorry, yeah, it's unfortunate we couldn't get started faster, but here we go. So, Donba, you were mentioning you might want to spend 5k channel credits on a pick. However, I have native in front of me, so... This card is too good. We need to patch it down or something. But it's a clear and obvious pick. Every time you use Plow 1 or so, you get a read in a food. So basically it enables you to get fields and room parts at the same time. It makes your stage 1, Cabbage Lover and Parvenu. Sorry about that. Cabbage Lover is quite good. Plowmaker's fine. Trailblazer's fine. Plowmaker and Trailblazer don't really work too well with Native. Native wants you to do 1 by 1 so you max out that payout. It basically allows you to do 2 of the things you want to do in stage 1 while also getting fields, and that's basically where it gets all of its strength from. The 2 things being getting read for a room and food. And there's usually no pressure on plow a field. Okay, this is quite an interesting pack. The 6 cards that are really worth thinking about, not necessarily picking here. Donba, thank you for the 3 bits. Yo, 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 as you might say, but today apparently it's Let's Go and Kapow. Totally good also. So, the 3 picks I might do here are Wolf, Mayor Candidate, and Businesswoman. These are all quite strong cards. On the wheel, Real Estate Agent, Fence Deliveryman, and Stockbroker are both quite useful. Stockbroker might be harder to do in a native start. I think I probably just take Wolf. Real Estate Agent is fine on the rebound. Fence Deliveryman's good on the rebound. I think I would hope for one of these 3 and drop down to Real Estate Agent, though I think Stockbroker could get taken before Fence Deliveryman, or even Businesswoman in the right circumstance. Mayor Candidate I don't think is coming back. That's a good card. This pile is pretty junk. The only combo card here is Basin Maker. Wow, this pack is real junk. This is Rainier's opening pack. Mayor Candidate for Basket Maker's Workshop. Yeah, that's also helpful, but I don't think it's quite as helpful as I want for a second pick, whereas Wolf solves a lot of things. Gives me an excuse to take grain early. Gives me breeding pairs later. Hasty Trader's probably the best card here. I mean, unless I block pick Basin Maker, I'm not going to be making basins myself. There's a potential for the Stockbroker to go off with Basin Maker, but you need a lot of wood for that. KLJ, you say you don't hate Expert Builder here. I kind of hate Expert Builder all the time, personally, so that's going to be a... Yeah, Hasty can convert read from native. That is a good point. Coward, not very necessary. Tavern Keeper, not very necessary. Wood Gatherers, I guess, is the best thing left. Wood Gatherers does not trigger on Fence Deliverymen. I mean, it's like Coward, Manual Labor, or Wood Gatherers. These first two walks I have is, like, way, way better. So I opened, like, the first, or second best pack, and Field Watchman had the best. Manual Labor can be fun. The only good game I've had with Manual Labor, the literal only game, is when I had Patroness with it. So I was, like, playing Enoch, choosing my resource carefully, and basically doubling my Patroness at sometimes. That was really fun. Here, it's Parvenu or Plowmaker. Animal Tamer's not very good. It could be okay, actually, here with Wolf. Honestly, I think I want Plowmaker around in the game, because that makes Plow 1 available more. I might just take Parvenu and, like, double the 5 read that I have in my supply for whatever reason. The other, potential pick is Animal Tamer. I guess these are both pretty weak. I was thinking Parvenu's a lot stronger, but it's really not. There was Clay Cellar, though. Everyone wants to prove me wrong, apparently. This card is too good to be coming back around. So, Businesswoman got taken. I mean, I guess people just had things they wanted for sure. So, and Basin Maker. Well, that's good that the Stockbroker didn't take Basin Maker, because that would be one of the only things worth worrying about that I've seen. I don't want to play Wood Gatherers now with Mayor Candidate. That's a non-bow waiting to happen. Yeah, the minor improvements fill the role. Oh, and I just tried to not take a card from this pack because it doesn't matter that much. Butcher? No, come on. Like, even Meat Seller got taken out of this pack. I guess I take Prefect? It's funny, like, I have Wolf, which means extra boar, but Basin Maker's just that bad. Alright, so here I see Village School and a bunch of decent stuff, but with 3 or 4 Ox that I'm safely trashing. KLJ, do you happen to talk about Village School specifically? Because Scrapyard Plow only is for miners. Village School is... Uh-oh, Nightbot got you. Maybe I should turn down Nightbot a little. Nightbot has been a bit more aggressive than y'all like. Alright, so what do I tell Nightbot? I mean, Village School has to be the #1 here. Hello, Marushka. Nurse Ratchet Bot. Yeah. Magic Beans is actually really nice for whoever has Stockbroker. Stockbroker is so silly. Thank you, Marushka. Appreciate it. I want to take Cart Pawn, but Carrots is way too perfect. It's, like, better than Cart Pawn for me. Pole Barns is worth remembering. Sunday School could come back around. Alright, Nightbot, Spam Protection. Options for excess caps. Minimum number of caps posted before Nightbot punishes you for spamming. It was at 8. Maybe 20? Try 20? Excess emotes. That one, Nightbot hates everyone. How about a 60-second timeout instead of 2 minutes and a limit of 20 emotes instead of 10? And then the excess caps timeout. That's at 10 minutes. Oh boy. Well, for some reason, KLJ didn't get timed out for 10 minutes, so that's good. Alright, back to this. Bonfire is interesting to see. There's been a lot of weird animal conversion stuff in this draft. Probably just take half-timbered house. On the other hand, I could bakery this game. This is very potentially bakery. Even copes is kind of playable. I think I'll take half-timbered house here and see if bakery or copes wheels. Though, honestly, it might not. It might just be copes. Am I fine if I don't get bakery back? Bakery could put me on, like, auto feed. If I have timbered house, please run around 13. You mean you guys don't like seeing me throw away games at the last second? I can live without bakery for now. Ooh. Okay, so plow 1 is going to be quite open for most of the game. I have bad Breno karma of late. I think I'm just being irresponsible and paying for it, honestly. So, treasure map is the best card here by a decent amount in my opinion. It's just that I don't have any reason to use it. I'd rather have everyone else have freedom. I take either Tuileries Garden for the extra stuff when I plow, but I want to be plowing early, not late. And Golden Rose is just really solid, and I'll have grain with Wolf. You like it when I throw winds to you. Sure, sure. Mayor Tuileries, it could work. What's my 4th Ock, though? On the Reno Note Builder's Trowel? Yeah, that could save me. But what if I just, you know, take Wishing Fountain? And I can trash it with Village School if it doesn't pay off. Cheese Fondue's totally fine. I'm just not feeling it. Here, I think Pole Barns is a clear enough pick. Magic Bean's kind of tempting. Drinking Trough, not bad. Not great. Pole Barns is generally better. And Copes. Alright, take care, Donba. Thank you. Bonfire is generally what I would take in this position because the ability to sheep sweep is pretty strong in the right circumstances. However, I'm just not going that path. I don't really need to steal food. Either one is probably just going to end up under the village school. Native plow, wood plow, wolf, grain, copse, sow. That's a very busy stage 1. Yeah, copse is just so bad. I guess I'll still take it. Yeah, because Hasty Trader's the one that's going to get me out of a situation. I'm not going to have any situation in stage 1. And just the fact that nobody has to know that I trashed Bonfire means that I can still pretend to threaten it. So I still have that little tactic if I want it. Or at least the threat of it should mean nobody gets ultra greedy with sheep. Was it on stream last week where I just picked up a pile of 7 sheep? I think it was. And here we go. We're second with major flipping round 1. And we get to open free native. This, about as good as it gets. About as good as it gets. Or I guess Field Watchman is deliberating. I kind of have to do Ock either way. But it's better when it's free. Everything's better when it's free. So 3 ox or 3 fields, play carrots. Wolf probably a stage 2 usage. Mayor candidate might come out before Wolf. Hasty Trader, yeah. Wood Gatherers definitely in the trash. Prefect probably in the trash. Parvenu probably in the trash. Copes probably in the trash. Wishing Fountain possibly in the trash. Pass miners to me, I'll throw them in the trash. It's going to be great. A fun game plan here. So CS ended up on 3 wood, and Rainier plays Fencing Master. Fencing Master quite nice. Field Watchman going 2 clay over 2 wood. I don't think I have any farm restrictions here. So this is my typical open plow location. I guess it's the same as going top left. And CS goes for 2 wood instead of start player. Typically, when you go 3 wood ahead of Ock, it's for start player, but not always. So for the rest of stage 1, I'm taking wood, I'm plowing. That's going to be the plan. No big need to rush Wolf. Mayor candidate. Mayor candidate is going to be good to trigger Village School. For sure. Yeah, so I have a strong start lined up here, and the later sheep goes, the stronger it is. If I do decide to play Wishing Fountain, Yeah, Sunday school. Sounds good. Hello, Mitty. Oh yeah, it could be under the occupations also. Yep, that's what we got here. It's gonna be easy living, hopefully. 3 wood is preferred. Rainier has 1 action, and typically when you start Sunday school in stage 1, you end up on Reedstone food. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, take care, Enwell. Yeah, that's fine. Where's France deck? Oh, it's G3. So, I guess I just play Mayor Candidate here. Yes, it does give 2 good actions to the downstream player, which I don't think is very good. So CS has room parts after 3 moves. Gotta watch out there. And Field Watchman is playing Barbershop here. So it's really just me and CS doing rooms. We'll see if Rainier wants to join in on that. And he probably does, but it really depends on what these Ox are for him. CS playing Fence Deliveryman here. Not a bad time to do it, the last action of round 2. Everyone likes playing it in round 3, and sure, it's better to play it in round 3. Just because food tempo is easier to manage when the fences aren't coming right after harvest. But in general, if you have a lot of food, it's not going to cause any problems. So Rainier plays Clay Worker. Seems good. Yes, you need food. And Stockbroker. Yeah, with Fencing Master, that seems useful. And Sheep comes out here in round 3. I get 4 wood now, which is unexpected and quite good, I should say. So I have Village School ready to go. I can plow, take wood. I'm not going to go for the wolf line, I don't think. Golden Rose is a lot more like a point than any food, because even if I get Sunday School, I'd rather trash it than play it. It would have been great for, like, Private Forest, and maybe I would have Native Wolfed first. Watchman plays Fireplace. I'm not quite sure what to do here. CS probably takes food. Hold on. It probably goes food. If I want to do anything about it, but I could just take 3 wood. CS does go fishing. Watchman bought the fireplace so that Rainier couldn't take the hearth. Yet. That would be pretty efficient. Rainier's 2 moves next round are possibly just hearth and sheep, which are actually going to be 2 cows, and then you eat the cows. Or you could do the tempo move here and take traveling. 4 clay is not bad. He does take traveling. So I think I'll build here and then plow second move if nothing else looks good. Rainier and Watchman have no building rooms wood, which could cause them problems. So do I build stables here? I usually say no to stables. And I think that's going to be true with pole barns in hand. It would let me activate wolf a lot earlier if I built stables, but it also makes me fence later. And while 2 of my opponents already have fencing partially lined up, I still want to get to 15 as fast as I can. Rainier fencing 6 here. Yeah, and then you stockbroker 2 cows. That seems good also. The funny thing with stockbroker is that you just get so many animals that you don't actually care too much if they breed. At least that's my experience. Field Watchman just taking the 2 sheep. Wow. Is there a card I don't know about? I have to assume so at this point. So I field. Yeah, so there's a card I don't know about. It's something that requires sheep, apparently. Yeah, so I'm trying to show you all why native is overpowered. If you look at my action, or look at just where I am after stage 1, I have a room, 3 fields, and I'm a wood and a reed away from building another room. It's just really nasty for all my opponents. And I can play carrots already. I might play that in front of Village School, depending on what happens this round. So I'm still going second. And I could defend against the start build. Would really love growth to flip here. It might be game over if I get growth here. Yeah, 3 read, that's pretty funny also, for sure. This is the problem with early barbershop, is that it just makes you uncompetitive for first room. And in some games that can be an issue. Oh boy, we get the love from Chris today. We get the love from Chris. Yeah, 3 read over Reedstone. Bless Chris, indeed. I can play Carrots and then Parvenu and then Basket Maker's Workshop or something like that. That's disgusting. Do I even want to play Parvenu? It's 4 read instead of 1. One of anything. Yeah, so, yeah, Carrots for 5 food. It's silly. Reedstone is a fine action for CS, though maybe 5 clay could have been better in that situation. Rainier, I would guess, takes 3 wood and a clay, but could take 6 clay and just wait for Reno. Field Watchman is relatively restricted to a wood move, whether that's 3 or 2. I would like to see not a wood move. That would be fun. But it is. I'll take my Carrots here. There's enough time to school. And I mean, getting this down for 5 is silly. So. It can't be wrong. CS should either start or build. Building 1 room, 3 stables is totally reasonable. Getting grain veg. Passing pole barns is now pretty solid. So let's see what's going on. I wonder if you got to choose your first 10 actions reasonably, how different would it be? Yeah. Not that different. Not that different. Which action was the weird one? None of them, really. I mean, I might have wanted a 4 food or a Reedstone food somewhere, but it's really not anything to complain about. So Rainier plays Lasso, I guess. I feel like saving the Reed for a room is still the better move. Field Watchman needs to build with one of the 2 actions or I'll swoop in again with Village School. The clay piles are fantastic. If I somehow manage to get both, then I'm just going to Reno. Oh, and Reno flipped this round. Amazing. Rainier's out of actions. That's another problem with Lasso, is that it is negative tactical value. You don't get to react to the board. I assume CS takes. Well, CS has to grow. So if Field Watchman doesn't take the 6 clay, I'm going to get it. Cash crop, definitely a reasonable move. Okay, Watchman takes the well. So, Wishing Fountain is Village School ammo. But I shouldn't be getting 6 clay here, I don't think. If I had to choose my first 12 actions... Oh my god. What do I even do with it? Was there another well upgrade? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to wait till next round, right? My feeding is not the greatest, and there is food pressure right now. So I was thinking of traveling. Yeah. Because Reedstone's not enough. I could start with Village School, traveling, Parvenu, Reno. And then Reno's going to be on pottery. For clear reasons. And I could get to 5 rooms building 2 clay rooms pretty easily. Prefect could turn into a thing. I don't think it's as good as just getting another read, honestly. Yeah, people taking the sheep is interesting. Okay. Yeah, things are going okay. And then 6 wood looks likely next round. Honestly, I can plow for the last food also, but getting reed and forcing... Well, this forces Rainier to build either way. Discard for clay to assert dominance, yeah. I don't think I've ever had 24 clay. If I have, I definitely don't remember it. CS taking day labor here to be safe. You've had at least 30. Yeah, you, I believe it. Now, if only I had clay hut extension. Gosh. I assume CS has real estate agent. Yeah, so I'm almost certainly getting 6 wood. It would take Field Watchman not growing. CS could start, though. I might be in the no-care zone, also. Watchman playing Cookpot seems okay. Looks like Wealthy Man. And if it is Wealthy Man, that's not bad at all. So if I Reno here, then I disincentivize CS to start player because he'll get 6 wood also. Whoops. So what do I discard here? So CS actually 6 wood blocks himself, so that means he probably wants the 4 clay. Oh, I should feed. There's no room pressure. I could take Reedstone or Plow and then go to build 2 rooms by discarding a card. Yeah, the 4 clay is pretty necessary for CS here. I assume it's Clay Oven and Meat Cellar coming in, which is totally fine. It's a good plan. It's just that not getting the 6 clay in round 6, that has really swung the game, and that's just one of the things that happens when you grow first. Sometimes it's like you get the piles and people behind you don't. I think Field Watchman would probably be better off waiting on the well. I'll give it a bit more time to see if anything gets discarded, but Wishing Fountain as a resource is totally fine. That was kind of the plan anyway. Rainier takes 3 wood and a clay. Yeah, for me to have more actions, and for the actions to be doing this much is silly. And I don't even have to build this round. What would be better than building? Playing Wolf, maybe? Honestly, the Hearth wouldn't be bad for me, because it never is. Whoops. Alright, Watchmen start players for Cattle Market. Not the most exciting move. Further ouch to Rainier. What's better than going third? Going fourth. Cattle Market as another resource to me is very friendly. Let's put it that way. So this is Wolf or 2 rooms. 2 stone or a veg is also reasonable. uh, what's my growth next round? I don't really have one. It's only like golden rose. Copes, I would rather have 3 wood than a point. If I feed, I don't have a feeding action here, unfortunately. This might just be a veg, or it could be 2 stone. Step on the stone, I guess. I'll have enough actions to take veg later. Weaver. For net 5 food. I guess if you want a 3-oc miner, that's totally fine. Not doing meat seller first is a little interesting. Oh, you know what it is? It's treasure map. Yeah, so meat seller treasure map. That's also a thing. Field watchman taking 2 sheep for food right here. So I want to 2 rooms and grow. So that means I only have 5 food right now. Might as well fish. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta feel bad for Rainier. Like, starting 4th, being 3rd and 4th all game. I've had plenty of those. Chris hating on the clown games. Yeah, I mean, it is right to be this upset, honestly. Yeah, CS was saying he twisted Rainier's arm a bit so he could join us because we were waiting for a while on to get this game going. I don't really want to be bottom feeding this much. It's really not great. But I guess that's what stage 4 is for. Get to 5 people and work on that feeding plan. I have enough clay to build a hearth and then later take the pottery points value clay. And therefore not throw too much clay into the game. Well, I guess I'm taking out 10 by building rooms, and I put in 12, so it's not really any great shame. Yeah, weird things happen on this game plan, KLJ. I still don't want to buy more than 1 stable because of pole barns, and I don't think I want to try to min-max my wood that much when Watchman has 0 wood. CS has, I guess, a fair bit. Did CS not buy the fences? Yeah, CS didn't buy the fences last round. Or this round. And I chuck the copes. There's the meat seller. And I would guess CS is starting with treasure map. But Rainier didn't see treasure map, right? So Rainier plays milking stool. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. And this has to be wealthy something for Field Watchman, right? It's just Coward. So interesting. I would expect treasure map to happen on Major Minor now. Alright, do I have anything to play? No, 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 no. I could play Half Timbered. What do the laws of efficiency say about playing Half Timbered? Prioritize renoing to stone soon? Yeah, I can do that. Well, I was thinking I could have a chance to play Golden Rose. By going Wolf Grain So. CS takes the 3 wood. Rainier, of course, taking cows now. Cows do flip in round 10. And I do have Hasty Trader to save me here. If I get stuck on feeding in this harvest when I need to feed 10. Yeah, this is just a very smooth game. It hasn't been perfect, but it's been good enough. Watchman plays Master Tanner. Okay, so my growth dreams with Golden Rose are dead, but I think it was probably worth the effort. I don't think I lost much this way. And who knows, I still might get it. Depends on if Watchman floats the cows or not. I mean, the fact that Watchman has no wood right now is kind of silly. Maybe Rainier takes a cow. Did I consider 3 read BMW? I did not. And I probably should. CS plowing instead of treasure mapping is a little interesting, I have to say. Rainier takes 3 wood. We'll see what Watchman does here. Hopefully not force me to grow. On the other hand, the cows just aren't that bad of an action for him. Like, upgrading to the hearth isn't a bad option here. But it is the cows. Okay. And Tanner doesn't require a clay or stone house, right? That's just my imagination. Yeah. Too many, AG2 cards that require that. Rip my game, I know, right? Yep, there's the treasure map. Watchman taking grain with the last action. Okay. That's not a clay. Yeah. Glad I can provide the entertainment, Fofo. So I still need to not screw it up. Another reason BMW is not great is because I really do need to make sure I run out of stone, and I can just convert the reed with Hasty Trader. It looks like there's no well replacement incoming, so Wishing Fountain is the next toss, followed by Prefect. So CS's feeding is going to be 2 sheep and 2 food, so if it looks like he's sowing here, I would sow both. Chooses to cache the veggies, so I guess you can re-sow it with grain later, that's fair enough. Let's see. 3 reed is probably the best move here. Veg isn't bad. Now that I have a hearth, veg is probably better. So this round, there's the 4 wood, 3 wood, 3 wood, 6 clay, 5 clay, 4 reed, 3 stone, 3 pigs, all available. CS leads with the 3 stone. Fair enough, though I'm not quite sure what it's for. Rainier has a very obvious 3 boar here. Stockbrokering 1, I would assume. Stockbroker throwing food in the game, me throwing resources into the game, growth flipping 5. It's kind of an auto win, just with the stockpile I was able to create. Village School helps me do mayor candidate better, which is great. Watchman takes the 4 wood. So I'm down to like the clay and the reed piles, or I can just get my grain. I think I'll take the reed first, just because of the Hasty Trader value. I'm imagining I don't get a sow action here. Field Watchman probably does with one of his 2 actions. So I wasn't going to win the race for that. Not stocking 1. Yeah. Probably a mistake. Could he have Basin Maker, though? With Basin Maker, I don't think it's much of a difference. And also, when your game is as trashed as this one is for Rainier, I mean, not really any fault of his own. Maybe clowning a bit harder than needed, but things just... the random number generation was terrible for that seat. So, I mean, going for a Basin Maker, I don't think I could argue with ever. Though, in terms of just feeding this round, that's also an issue. And Rainier gets 2 cows here on the sheep space. So I think all in all, nothing really bad happened. Alright, Watchman indeed sows, so I'll take 5 clay. Down 2 food. Yeah, 1 from stool, 1 from... Yeah, you're right. CS starts with Cart Pond. Of course, CS's start players are a lot better than the average start player now that he's getting to pay a food for a field. I have 3 actions left. I guess I should make sure I feed, but my 3 actions are sequential. And Watchman's growing. Alright, so Hasty Trader is probably good enough value here. The 3 wood is pretty mandatory so that 6 doesn't happen. With me going 4th. Watchman plays Private Forest. Wow. Okay. So that leaves... Maybe not first. Who cares if 6 wood happens? I care if 6 wood happens. Yeah, I guess there's just not enough time. I couldn't sow, though, Gray. Field Watchman took it. And I didn't have tempo on it this round. I wanted it. I was definitely hoping for it. Or do you mean taking grain, like, last round just so I have tempo to sow it this round? That's also a reasonable call. So 6 wood gets taken ahead of Plowsow, just because Plowsow is not the most contested space this game. Looks like Rainier might be taking it out of principle. Yep. Alright, Watchman takes the 4 wood. The cows, I guess. Alright, so pole barns might not be happening. I might just fence 10. Probably should have eaten a clay. Last harvest. Next action is fence if it's there. So, Reno Miner there to get a field. Makes sense. Alright, so Rainier's finishing up the fences. Meaning, I think I just take grain here. Get the wolf rolling. Eat this first one for 3 food and it's fine. Two stone is a fine action for me now. Watchman takes the 3 sheep. Going for pole barns seems extra. Let's see. I need... yeah, just a 2 stone grab. And one of the renovates. There are 3 renovations left. CS wants 1, Rainier wants 1 or 2, I want 1, and Field Watchman can want 1. So I need to prioritize that. I need to prioritize fences. I could just take start for Reno fence. That's very reasonable, I think. My last actions here are sow wood with food and maybe even plow. Yes, I do get wood from wolf. Stone... yeah, so I'll take the wood first. It's not great to burn the pigs like this. But the wood's going to be really nice. I'll fence 12 tight and not take any more wood this game. Field Watchman start nothing. Yeah, and the way I need fences, I'd just rather sow, I think, than anything else. Or, so I don't need plow, sow, or grow. I'm just going to do a placeholder here. Whoops, 2S. So I have those two. And I fence here. I think just 12 is fine. I can't get Reno blocked yet. So Reno Rose is my next action. Discarding Wishing Fountain. CS grows. That's Weaver food he's taking. I assume CS took a veg normally at some point. Rainier's got Shipyard, okay. So it wasn't Basin Maker. Well, these two pigs are tempting. Rainier took Reno. So I actually have to start. It does let me set up Reno BMW. And then this round can be plow and or animals. I need 3 more food the rest of this game. And I could just do that with clay. Oh, I could have taken clay, pig, and guaranteed Reno that way-ish. Wouldn't be completely safe. But if I take clay now, then I can get an even better first move to open next round. Wood Hut Builder might have been in this draft. So I suppose it's possible that Watchman has that. Alright, so my feeding is done. My Reno's guaranteed. Let's see. Plow and stone gives me enough for Basket Maker's Workshop. Well, 2 stone and reed in some fashion, I should say. Cow is a 2-point move. CS grabbing the 6 food there. Rainier so bakes, so that gets a field on Trailblazer next round. Alright, and my last 2 actions are uncontested. Pretty fun. So that's going to be... Oh, and Reno's not even contested by anyone at this point. So I'll plow sow first. So this is like 1 point. And then I could guarantee the sheep. Yeah, let me do that. And if I don't get BMW, that's okay. Oh, and I have a food coming here. Don't mess up my Reno, even though I have this game without a 10-point Reno, which is silly. 3 stone is quite good. I discard for a reed in that case. I could also build stone oven. Could build fireplace. Too much food? Yeah, I mean, I really wish I had capacity for that pig. Not fencing on time is not my greatest move. Oh, CS got the extra vegetable by building a stable. I see now. CS wants the sow for quite obvious reasons, but needed the fence. Rainier is gonna grab family growth. Watchman grabs the clay to ensure Reno fences. I don't think I need to block. If I can get the 3 stone. Not Reno, not Reno, not Reno, not Reno. Not Reno. I guess this is pretty no, it's not that risky. Watchman not Reno fencing tanks both of us for no reason. I think I'm close to 60 this game. Not having any community bonuses makes 60 a bit tougher, so I think my floor here is like 57, 58. Could be as high as 62 or 63 if I've misestimated. CS does get a sow bake here, quite nice. Yep, ends on 6 grain, 2 veg with 3 cash crop points. Alright, so I can keep floating this Reno action, because Watchman's Reno fencing here. What's on my to-do list? Like a cow? The 3 reed, probably. Is a couple points. CS is taking a cow, it looks like. And if he does, that means he won't be able to Reno. Watchman fishes. Veg and pig are both a point for me. Improvement's a point. It doesn't matter. Oh, you're way behind. Sorry about that. Alright, so easy living this game with 3 one-point actions to close it off. Like Reedstone, Major, Veg, Boar, there's 4 actions I can do. Bakery for CS, okay. Yeah, it turns out I did not need bakery. And I think I'll take the 1 pig. Oh no, Watchman does. This is 1 more food than the other options. Three would flex. That's not a point, though. You want... Oh, wait. Whoops. Not... I don't think anybody minds. Okay. Yeah, mayor candidate. Yeah, that's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Okay. 56-5-1. Native rolls. This card needs to go. So that's 38, 37, and 41. And I mean, if you all want to be sticklers about it, sure, I could have 61 right now instead. But yeah, that counts as a runaway. Thanks all for watching. Not the most interesting game to comment on. Yeah, I mean, this was pretty over the minute family growth flipped. It's just a matter of execution. Yeah, 21 margin of victory is probably the biggest I've had in quite a while. I haven't broken 60 in quite a while. I'm gonna say I deserve the luck this game. Have had some rough breaks a lot recently. Have had some good games too, but I think more rough than good. Okay, so on the schedule, tomorrow is a 1 p.m. Pacific start, 1 hour later as has been for the last couple weeks, because it is going to be the last game of round 3 in this tournament number 12. So we actually have interesting standings for that one, and I'll preview that right here really quick. Where is that? Really quick, I say. Okay, so these are the standings. Oh, and take the overlay off. Okay. So we have myself and William at 7 tourney points, Marushka and Bigfoot at 6 tourney points, and 2 people advance, but we only have 1 game left. So pretty much under any situation where I get first or second, I advance. And I have tiebreaker over William, so if me and William tie for second place, I advance, not William. Same is true for Marushka and Bigfoot. If Marushka and Bigfoot tied for second and either me or William win, Marushka has the tiebreaker by 1 point. But otherwise, it'll be a straight winner of the game tomorrow advances, second place in the game tomorrow advances. So I need to be in my best playing shape for that one. I feel like this game might have been a bit too chill for that. But we will see. I hope my best knowledge of these AG2 cards pays off yet again. So that's all for me today. Thanks all for joining for this game, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye, everyone. Oh, you know what? We should check if anyone is streaming. There usually isn't at this time, but I might as well check. Is anyone I like streaming? Nope. All right. Later, everyone. Take care.